coming in again today. How did you go with the doctor's appointment? Everything ticked off okay?
Yep, all good.
Excellent. All right. Well, we're just going to do some basic measurements and things today. We're going to get a good basis for where you're starting out from. It just helps us to set your goals going forward. So we'll be covering up on things like height and weight, a few measurements, and then we'll get you doing just a couple of simple tests. Nothing too cardiovascular today, just looking at muscle strength and your flexibility. So again, it's a good foundation for us to help you set your goals going forward. How do you feel about that?
Sure, good.
Great. Okay, well, we'll start with the easy ones. Height and weight to begin with. So I might just get you to pop your shoes off and actually perhaps your hat as well. And anything in your pockets, Brett, particularly for your weight and things like that. Make sure you take your phone and car keys out perhaps. Great, I'll tell you while you've got your shoes off, do you want to maybe take your jacket off as well, because I think most times when you'll be coming into the gym you won't be wearing your jacket, you'll be far too warm for that. Lovely, thanks for that. And your hat too, I think, because we'll need that off for your height. Great, okay, so just pop up on the scales there, we'll get an accurate reading for your weight. Excellent. So right on the mark of what you had said when we had your earlier appointment. Alright, we're going to do your height now. So I'll just get you to stand against the wall, feet together and just your heels touching on the back of the wall there. Okay, and I'll just have this right at the base of your feet there, so don't mind me as I'm reaching behind you. You just use it back of your foot there. Excellent, so standing is just looking straight ahead. Lovely, okay, thanks Brett. What did you tell me you were into, 175?
175.
Yes, spot on. Okay, and those two will help to help me to calculate your BMI, which I'll be doing, and again, this is a good foundation for where you're at. Alright, we're going to move through and just do some chest, waist, hips, that sort of measurement now. So I'll just grab my tape measure. And these will just be a quick couple of measures to run through, make sure I've got you on the centimetres. Okay, so the first one is your chest. So just your arms up, raise them up, don't mind me as I just reach around you there. Just make sure I get an accurate reading. Good, okay, that's about 101. Now your waist. Okay, gee, I don't need my glasses for these tape measures. Thank you, Brett. Okay, and your hips. Excellent, it's about 102 there. Okay, now I just need to go and do your thigh and your upper arm on both sides. Sometimes there's a slight variation. Obviously, if you're right-handed, you might be a little bit big in your right. So I'm just going to measure your right upper arm. That would be your left. Sorry, my right, your left. So, my finger out. Okay, that's 30 centimetres on your left. And on your right. Let's see how, if they are in different ways. It's a little bit of a mystery. In effect, they're almost exactly the same. 30 centimetres. Okay, your thigh. So about halfway. So that'd be great. Yeah, just lift up your shorts there a little bit. And again, we're going to do the left and the right. Just make sure that's flat. slipping a little bit. Do that again. Okay, that's good. And your left, and we'll do your right. Oh, interesting, that one is a little bit bigger. So that's 51. Okay. All right, excellent.
Put my hat on there.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We're all done with the sort of height measures.
Shoes or?
But maybe leave your shoes off because we're going to do a couple of tests, and I think particularly with the flexibility test it's always good to do with your shoes off. So the first one we're going to do is the flexibility test. I don't know whether you've ever done this in high school. It's just a simple sit and reach.
Yep.
So basically we're going to get you seated down, and I'll demonstrate that for you. So we ask you to sit down. Obviously you've got your shoes off though. Heels right up flush against the bench there, and legs straight, and then we want you reaching forward with straight arms as far as you can reach on the ruler. And we're going to give you a little bit of practice chance to just have a little bit of warm up, a couple of little slow stretches, warm it up, and then we'll do it twice, and that way we can just get an accurate recording of that measure. So if you want to take a seat, Brett, and without worrying too much about the ruler, just give your legs a little bit of a shake and stretch out. And just do a couple of little stretches forward. Excellent. And on the other side as well, importantly, stretch out both hamstrings there. It's nice and slow, no bouncy movements. Excellent. Okay, so if you just put your heels against the bench there, keep those legs nice and straight, and then I'm going to ask you to just slowly reach forward as far as you can go, and I'll record that off. Excellent. So that gets you to -12 on the first one. Give your legs a little bit of a shake. Except that wasn't too painful, was it?
Oh, a little bit.
Well, don't do it till it hurts. Alright, we'll just get you to try that one again. Okay, slowly reaching forward. Oh, well done. Okay, that's much better. That's -8. So actually a whole 4 centimetres on that second attempt, Brett. Well done. Alright, this time we're actually going to measure your flexibility and your reach over your arms. So it might be easier if you actually remove your singlet for me. And I am just going to make some fine little marks on your back. It is just removable texture, so it's nothing that's going to stay, it'll just simply wash off. So what I'm going to ask you to do, Brett, is to take your left hand, clench your fist with your thumb inside your fingers, and reach as far over as you can down your left arm in a moment. And the second one we're going to do is just up the back, and we'll do it the same on the right side. So just give yourself a little bit of a stretch, stretch out the shoulders, make sure you're nice and loose. Excellent. Lovely, okay. And I'll just mark those, and then I'll measure the distance between the two. So, okay, so left arm, thumb in the middle. So we don't want to use your fingers to make the stretch, that's why we're getting you to clench the fists, and this will give us a really good indication of where you're at. Okay, so down your spine as far as you can go, Brett. Okay, is that the furthest point? Excellent. Okay, I'll just make a little cross there. Okay, this time we're going to get you to come up your spine, so coming around your back, and lovely. Okay, that's excellent. Make a little cross there. All right, let me just measure that. So that's your left side, and I'll measure that one so we can record that. Oops, so I'm going to use a tape measure. Okay, so that's about what's it called? And that's 15 centimetres on your left side for your first attempt. Might just give that one more go, Brett. So same again. See if we're getting any further. Okay, so that's the same spot there. Yep, good. And the back. Okay, that's about the same spot there as well. Let's measure that up. Okay, so this time the same concept but on your right hand side now. So remember, keep your thumb in and just don't use your fingers to reach down your spine, but reaching over when you've done that, just make a little cross. Excellent. Okay, and up the back this time. Is that as far as you can go?
That's as far as I can go.
Okay, a little bit less flexible on that side. Alright, give that a little bit of a stretch out. Lovely. Okay, now we might just try that one more time. Okay, coming up. Yep, very good. And up the back now. Okay, that's a tiny little bit further. Good. Okay, I'll just measure that out. And there's quite a difference there on that side. So that's about 22. Excellent. Okay, doing a great job, Brett. Being really patient. You can pop your top back on now. Alright, now the guys all love these tests. This is where you get to show your muscular strength. So we're just going to do a simple push-up and a simple ab crunch test. So for the men, we will get you on your toes, just doing a simple push-up, and really just seeing how many you can do. So we won't do this twice, we'll just do that one because it's all about your muscular endurance. So if I just demonstrate that for you, Brett.
Do I put my shoes on?
Look, you can put your shoes on if you're more comfortable doing a push-up, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well you pop your shoes on, and perhaps while you're doing that I'll just demonstrate the technique. So what we're looking for, Brett, is a really strong core. Your hands should be about shoulder width apart and just directly underneath your shoulders, on your toes obviously, and then coming down for as low as you can go, keeping your core strength there, and then just coming straight back up. And obviously going as low as you can, but we don't want your stomach touching the floor there, so it's just keeping a really strong position. I'm sure you've done a few of those in your footy training over the years, so it's just as many as you can do. So if you get started, then we'll count those through, and obviously one is just one completion. Your toes, excellent.
Ready?
And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Well done. Geez, you really worked hard there, Brett. Obviously you've got a bit of condition there. That's a great result for your first start. Excellent. Alright, now the last one we have to do is just a simple sit-up test. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to take in the sit-up position. So if you're just on your back, Brett, with your knees bent up. I'm just going to grab some tape for you. And this one is time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a metronome once I've got you in the appropriate position, and we will time you according to the metronome. So it's basically keeping in time with the metronome beeps. So if you can place your hands alongside your body for me, I'm just going to mark those on the tape. So I'm just putting a piece of tape at the tips of our fingers there, and then another one I'm going to put 8 centimetres in front of that, and that's your goal of what you want to reach towards. So we're looking at 8 centimetres there. I'm just going to put another bit of tape there, Brett. So it's not too far away at all. And when you're doing the sit-up, what we want you to do is reaching towards that second bit of tape and reaching that on the beep and then declining on the beep. So I'll start the metronome. Before you start, Brett, I'll just give you a sound of how I'll listen to how it sounds, and you can get an idea. So that's the sound that we're listening to. So when you hear the first beat going up, second beat coming back down. First beat up, second beat come down. Does that sound sensible to you? Make sense? Okay, and so remember that as you're coming up, what we want your fingers doing is reaching towards that second piece of tape there, which is 8 centimetres. Okay, so I'll tell you when to start. Just let me get my pen so we can record how many we do. And I'll stop this. Keep it going.
Can you just, I have one more practice. Can you just tell me if I reached the tape?
Sure, okay, have a quick practice. Excellent. Alright, and I can stand here to give you a guide as well. So when you're ready, Brett, just listening for that first tone to come up and then go down. One. Excellent. Eight, that is. Oh, I'm doing a great job reaching through that tape. 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, needing to reach that tape, Brett, 23, that's it, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, looking there, Brett, you're doing a great job, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Remember, if it starts hurting or you can't do it anymore, Brett, you can stop it any time. That's 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Doing a great job. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, we're losing a bit of time there, Brett, so 66, 67, 68, 69, well done. Wow, that's fantastic because I was going to stop you at 75 as the maximum, so that's absolutely...
Should have told me that.
Oh no, you never give an indication, you always want you working to your best, that's a great effort, Brett. Alright, that's fantastic. Let me make sure that we've got everything recorded down that I need to have recorded down. Great, you've come up with some really good results there, Brett. Your results look really good. What I'm going to do is sort of do a few calculations and work out your BMI, have a look at some comparisons, but we've got a really good foundation to work on. Obviously you've got great core strength there, and your push-up strength is pretty good as well, so it'll give us a great foundation to really build on that going further, but certainly probably above the average client that I would see for a gentleman in your age group. You've got some really good results, and certainly obviously you've kept yourself fit, so the waist measurements and things like that are all looking really terrific, so well done.
Thanks, Lou.
I'll send you a copy of all of this. We'll keep a copy on file. We'll use that to now design, again, your program. So thanks for coming in today.
Thanks,
Hope
Lou.
that wasn't too taxing for you.
No, that's fine. Thank
Awesome.
you.
All right. Thanks, Brett, and we'll see you again soon.
Okay, bye.